Greetings, fellow Dallas firefighters. Chief Chuck here with the GIS section. We're going to be talking today about how to get information out of the system quickly and easily when you need it at the scene of an emergency. So I'm going to click on the digital sandbox icon, the blue cube, which on my iPad is near the top right-hand corner. Yours may be somewhere slightly different. When that comes up, it's got a company user ID and password already filled out in it. Now, this is a read-only login so that you can get information out quickly without having to enter your personal user ID and password. So you can't use this for creating updates or new assessments or assets. This is just for getting information out of the system. If you need to make a change, you can wipe this out and enter your user ID and password. When you do that, though, it's going to ask you if you want to remember it. So always tell it no. But today we're going to go ahead and log in with this read-only user ID and password again, so that's just a way you can quickly get into the system and get information out. So let's say we're responding to the Strata Apartments at 5050 Capitol Avenue. I can type in all or part of either the name or the address, and it should pull up something for us on that. So in this case, I'm going to enter just Strata. And you can see we've got name, Strata Apartments. If I click on that, that's a hyperlink to the asset. I actually want to go to the pre-incident plan or the fire pre-incident assessment. And we know that there's one completed because it has a green arrow there. If it did not have one completed, that would be blank. Since it does, we're going to click on the green arrow, and that should take us directly to the assessment for this asset. Okay, so from this page, which we call the response page of the assessment, we've got some of the key information, including an icon telling us that we have truss construction here, another icon noting that there's floor plans attached, and basic information about the building that we see when we scroll down here. I'm interested in seeing what documents and images are attached. So I'm going to click on Documents and Images over here on the left. And looks like there's a few documents there. Now, a document could be a Word, Excel, or PDF file. We've also got an image, which could be a JPEG or PNG file. Let's look first. We've got one labeled numbering. I want to see what the apartment numbering looks like here. So this file is just showing us how to find a given apartment. Particular way this map was done is first digit is not shown, but it indicates the floor. So if we're responding to apartment 322, we know that's on the third floor, and we can see from our map that's going to be in the top left-hand corner. Let's go back and take a look at this image, which we can see is the default image. In this case, there's only one. A lot of times there's multiple images, though, and you always select as default the one that you think is going to be the most useful. So I've clicked on it, and now I want to download the original size image. That allows us to enlarge and manipulate this image, and we can see at a glance where all of our standpipe connections are. A lot of these modern apartment complexes, we're not going to be fighting the fire with a crosslay. We're going to be hooking them to the standpipes. So this tells us where we can hook on. We've also can see where our FDC is, so we know where to pump into the system, where our hydrants are, where the elevators are, where the fire alarm panel is, and where the one stairwell that penetrates the roof is. It's indicated by an A for attic access. Let's go ahead and try this on another apartment complex now. We'll cancel out of that. Couple of ways we can get back to the search page. We could go to Start Search. That gets us back to the original search page, which is my favorite. But I want to illustrate that we can use this Search Entire System search box near the top of this page. And I'm going to search here for air gas. And we'll see what that brings up for us here. So the way this one lays it out, it separates it vertically, your assets and assessments. We've got 3 assets that match air gas and a couple of assessments. I'm looking for the one on Banning. So I'm going to click on this Dallas Fire assessment for air gas on Banning. Again, that's opened up the response page for this assessment. We've got a few icons, one indicating hazmat on site, one indicating that there's truss construction there, and one indicating floor plans. A couple of observations are listed, including explosion danger and some gate entry information. I want to do, again, like we did last time, go over here to Documents and Images and see what sort of images we may have available to us for this particular location. And looks like there's several good ones that have been marked up with information. Let's look at the default one again. So we're going to click on that, click on Download Original Size Image, and here we have a complete lay of the land that somebody has developed for us. And let's do one more. So again, canceling out of this, I'm going to show you the other way to search, which is we go back over here to the Start menu and click Search. And this will take us back to that original homepage search screen. This time, let's search by address. And I'm going to type in 5200. And it's Keller Springs, but let's say, I don't recall if it's actually Keller Spring or Keller Springs. Let's see what happens if we just type in 5200 Keller. Still has no trouble finding that. So again, I'm going to click on the green arrow because we have a completed fire pre-incident assessment for this location. We've got a couple of observations. One is that it's a triangular shaped building, which could wreak havoc with our NIMS if we're just relying on Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta. Another one is that it's an unsprinklered residential high-rise. So again, let's go over to the Documents and Images and see what we've got there that can help us understand the building we're responding to. There's a few street level images that don't really help us much, but then the default one looks like it might. So we're going to download that original size image. And here we can see the aerial view of the building, that it is a triangular shaped building, that the wings are named 10, 20, and 30. And so we know that if we have a fire on 14 and we're attacking the fire down in the 20 wing, we might call that group Division 14 Wing 20. And if we've got somebody evacuating on the same floor, they might be Division 14 Wing 10. And another group evacuating the 30 wing could be Division 14 Wing 30 and so forth. So this has been just a quick overview of how we get information out of the system. We'll explore this a little further in the next video.